ださい。まもなく列車が参ります。この付近は
All right, I'm here at Tsuruhashi Station. It is about 7:30 in the morning, and we're gonna walk from Tsuruhashi Station here in Osaka down up to Ōsaka Castle. Just because I want to see what it's like in the morning. How do I get out? It's going well so far. I'm not sure how to get out of here. It's kind of a confusing station because two train lines meet here and you can go between them or you can go out either one and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the idea today is to walk from here up to Ōsaka Castle. That's the goal. Just because I want to see what this area is like in the morning like this. I actually got up. Central exit or west exit? Always try the central. Just want to see what this area is like in the morning because today is also a national holiday. And I don't know what that holiday is. That's kind of the other goal today. Reach the castle, that's the first goal. And figure out what the holiday is today. How do I get out? 569 yen left on my train pass. That's good for maybe 2 or 3 rides. Okay. Tsuruhashi is actually a pretty touristy place. Tourists do not often come to Osaka because there's nothing really here, but it is Japan's second city, as they say, and Tsuruhashi is very famous for its Korean barbecue, yakiniku, and lots of good restaurants. It's very nice. I ate yakiniku here a couple weeks ago. It was great. Anyway, so we're going from here up through, it's about 3 stations away to get to Ōsaka Castle. There are actually more people out here already than I thought. Usually, like at night, this would be like super, super busy. Crowds and crowds of people around. So it is quiet here. It's 7:30 in the morning. But I'm just curious, what's this like? This is Osaka City when it's just waking up. It's already noisy. I am a big proponent of electric cars. I've decided, not necessarily for environmental reasons, that's nice too, but just for the noise. Okay, we're gonna go down this little alley here. There's different ways to get there. The idea is that I wander back and forth because I don't really know where I'm going. But these places will be jumping and pumping at night, I guess. Even now in the coronavirus times. The numbers here in Japan have been rather low lately, the coronavirus numbers. So the state of emergency is off. You can do whatever you want, I think, technically, legally. But this morning I had breakfast from a convenience store, and what's that? Look at that. Just houses, I guess. I don't know what this is. No, it's not a house. It's just some kind of business. Awesome. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, breakfast. They have a little eating area in the convenience store, but it was roped off for Corona, so you couldn't use it. I see something in Italian. C'è una stazione in questo precedente. I don't know what that means. There's a station this way, I don't know. So what I expect to see on this walk is a barber. Setting up for the morning. Been a long time since I went to a barber. What I expect to see today is kind of neighborhoods like this. There's small roads and there's a big road we can go on. But I really want to find out about the holiday today. So if I see somebody suitable I can ask, I will ask them. It's not really the kind of country where you just stop and talk to strangers on the street, although I will do it sometimes. Liquor and Gift Nakajima. Often in front of the liquor store, although it's closed, you will find the beer machine. So it's beer, it's highball, which I guess is whiskey and carbonated water. This is, all these are kind of malt liquor, happoshu things, not real beer, but decent. This is a Chu-Hai, which is kind of a sugary lemon alcohol drink. Beer, same thing, but smaller cans. Highball, some kind of just grapefruit Chu-Hai. That's Chu-Hai. This is alcohol free. This is a tiny little beer, 170 yen, about $1.50. And Chu-Hai. But no thank you. Not for me at 8 o'clock in the morning. I did, however, have pizza and beer last night. That was great. I don't have pizza that often, but it was cool. I always say this on my videos when I'm out in Osaka, but it is an ugly, ugly place, and the ugliness is its beauty. It's just crazy. No thought to the looks of things, just gargantuan spectacle of infrastructure. There's a coin laundry. Okay. This big thing to my right, by the way, is the train tracks, the JR tracks. It's actually how I arrived. Walking back down the tracks that I just rode in on. I don't want to oversell this video, but I was so excited by this. Although it's my day off and I'm not working today and I could have slept into whenever I wanted to. I set the alarm for 6:45, but I actually woke up at 6:35 or so. This bike has seen better days. It's a nice lock though. Probably hasn't been there that long, but it probably will be there for a long time. Anyway, I woke up at 6:35, turned the alarm off because I didn't need it, and was out the door by 6:50. Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, named after the owner's favorite boxer and or the owner's favorite band. Beer House and Soul Kitchen. Beer House Sugar Ray food menu. Yiro, 300 yen. So they have various food for about $3 each per small dish, probably. Little plates of sausage and stuff like that. This building is called, it's just an apartment building. It's called Nutoru Homare. A lot of these little apartment buildings have French names, and it's basically impossible to render French with its kind of murky pronunciations in Japanese, because Japanese is a very precise pronunciation. Everything's not asphyxiated, what do you call it? Aspirated. And you can't go like you can in French. So, what the hell? This place serves bear. I don't know what that is. Not really. It's a yakiniku shop. Or I guess, it's just an izakaya. Izakaya is like kind of a pub. All of these are the types of sake. They have Japanese sake. Oh, I see. Get it? Oh, I see. Hoka Hoka Te. Lots of little delivery things like this. There's Uber Eats, which delivers on these sorts of things, sort of. Maybe they use bicycles. Anyway, these little delivery carts are quite common. What's this guy up to? Hoping his bicycle doesn't get smashed while he parks it there. Sort of this morning brigade of guys who bike around and get aluminum cans, as many aluminum cans as they can find and sell them. You see them every morning, huge saddlebags full of aluminum cans on their bicycles. Here's a shopping arcade, Tamatsukuri, something. Shopping street. Guy looks pretty serious about shopping. Well, I don't know if I'll stick around in here. Just because it's so boring, because nothing's open. Lots and lots of these sort of shopping arcades are really, I love them. Look at that. Look at this old antique lamp just sitting out here as part of the decoration. I don't know what half these places are, but a lot of them are hair salons. A lot of these shopping arcades, are basically for older people who live in the neighborhood. This is where they shop for stuff. Young people would go to like the big flashy malls in the center of town. These are kind of a throwback, and they're still thriving, kind of, most of them. I think this one is still thriving. Some of them are kind of moribund, and there's a lot of empty stalls and empty stores, but this looks like it's pretty thriving. Not at the moment, everything's closed, but I like these places. A lot of hair salons, a lot of kind of clothes, discount, cheap kind of house clothes that older people might wear. And food, there's food here. And sometimes there's like a junk shop or even a junk shop that has records in it. That's what I like. What is this place? Otakara, the Otakara shop. Uri kudasai. So they buy gold, I guess. We buy gold. Right? What is this? This is a hair salon or a beauty salon. They call these places este, which comes from the word aesthetics or aesthete or whatever. Aesthetic salon, something? Este. All right, at the next opportunity, I think I'm going to go off to the main road. These little photo booths, which I have used. It's kind of cool. You sit inside here, take your, you know how a photo booth works. Sit there, follow the instructions on the screen, take your photo, and you can use it for passports and getting your visa and whatever else you need. I've submitted resumes at companies where you have to submit like a headshot, which I think would be generally illegal in America, but only want to hire the good-looking people, especially if you're hiring like I saw a guy on a train once, like a businessman, middle-aged businessman, going through a big pile of resumes in his lap. And it was obviously for, I said I was going to go over here, obviously for like, had to be female, they call OL, office lady. and he's looking for an office lady, which is just like a sort of a general assistant around the office and stuff. But he had a bunch of resumes from these young women, and they all had like a little headshot in the corner, like a little picture of themselves. You're just kind of flipping through. Which one do I want? It's a weird system. There are a lot of weird systems here in Japan. Kind of a patriarchy. Although, I did ask some, I had an English class once. It was these three older women, maybe about 60. And they were good friends, and they were enjoying the afternoon. The class was in the afternoon. We were all laughing and having a good time. And I said, let me ask you guys something. Would you rather be a man in Japan or a woman? And they all went, oh, a woman, a woman. And I said, why? And they said, well, those three, we do all the kind of housework, we do all that stuff, we take care of the house, we make all the meals and the laundry, and then we're done. And now we're just having fun. We're taking this English lesson for no real reason, just because we want to. It's just fun. And our husbands are like hard at work, wearing their little suits, like super, super stressed. And I was like, okay, I can see that. Although I now have younger students, like university age students, and they often will speak and write in their essays about gender equality and stuff. So it is on people's minds here. All right, this is the main road where even less is happening. You often see graffiti in Japan. It's often not really that interesting. It's just lines, it's not like art. I can't even read, I can never read graffiti in any language. So, in this machine, this is not alcohol, this is regular, this is just tea, kind of orange drink. Maro Uma, I don't know what that is. Oh, cafe au lait. Water. So this is coffee, and this is kind of the same stuff, some more tea and more coffee, but you see the little blue says tsumetai, that means cool. These are cold drinks. And then atatakai means warm. So right around October, so every year they'll switch, whoever owns this machine, whoever's running this machine will switch this over to, it'll be all cold in the summer, and then like half hot, half cold now. That's what I had for breakfast this morning, hot coffee. 100 yen. Ever so tasty. Same thing. So this one's still all cold. So they're probably missing out on some money, whoever's running this machine. I think whoever runs the machines, I used to know a guy who was doing some of these machines. And you just go around, you make sure it's stocked every so often, but I think you can decide when you switch what over to hot. So I guess that person is either lax or they got some business plan that I don't know about. All right, we need to find somebody and ask what's going on with. Here's a dark alley. We need to ask what's going on with today. Why is it a holiday? As I say, you don't really stop and talk to strangers on the street in Japan, although I would, because I have no shame. But especially at 8 o'clock in the morning, people would jump 10 feet back and said, hey, excuse me. Here we go. Here's a uranai. This is a fortune teller. 30 minutes, 5,000 yen. So about $40, $50 for 30 minutes. Pause. It's called acharanata. Those actually are fairly common too. And you don't really need special skills. Your dog have a little. Ohayou gozaimasu. Inu no namae wa?
Bon desu.
Bon-chan. Bon-chan. Bon-chan, ohayou. Seta kawaii yo.
ありがとう。
Arigato.
あ、ワンちゃんが来たから。
oh, 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 oh. It's a battle of the little toy robot dogs. I mean, they're real dogs, but not really. What's that? I don't know what this is, but nice style. What does it say? Natural and hemp organic kotobuki. Yeah. Clothing, maybe? Hemp clothing? A 100 yen shop. My favorite shop. That's the dollar store in Japan. Okay, we have walked all the way to Tamatsukuri Station. Which means we're like halfway to the castle. I've really let myself down with this, finding out what the holiday is today. But don't worry. Here's Shohei Ohtani. You might know him as a notable baseball player in America. He is a super duper star here in Japan. His every at bat makes it onto the evening news, no matter what happened, even if he struck out. They like to go over his games in fine detail. Right, this guy is wearing shorts and it's kind of chilly out here. Respect. And no mask. I'm not wearing a mask either. As you'll notice, some people are wearing masks because that's how it is here. Some people are not because it's outside, and we've all decided, like, anti-mask isn't really a thing here, but we've all decided that we'd just rather not wear them outside because it doesn't really matter. Some of us have decided that. But that's generally accepted here, I think. I started not wearing a mask outside when I noticed a lot of locals doing it. Always follow the locals. Coffee shop calm. Perhaps a little too calm. I wonder if it's still open. I would imagine not. You never know though. Sometimes those places are open. I see a statue of Michelangelo's David. Let's go check that out. Not striking up all the conversations I imagined. Nor am I paying attention to the green lights. Oops, I gotta go across here. Well, that was dumb. Now I gotta wait for the light to change again. Different companies that own these machines have different drinks. So this is Georgia. Georgia is actually owned by Coca-Cola. That's why this is a Coca-Cola machine. So Coca-Cola is from Atlanta, based in Atlanta, just like me, based in Georgia. And so the company here, the kind of cola or a drink distributor here in Japan or wherever is called Georgia. When I tell people I'm from Georgia, they say, "Oh, so Georgia, that's real famous for coffee, huh?" And I say, "What? No. Nobody grows coffee in Georgia. It's famous for peaches and pecans." And I've come to realize over the years, oh, that's because of Georgia coffee. But no, they do not grow coffee in Georgia, as far as I know. All right. Osaka's kind of famous because people here will kind of cross against the red lights and stuff, but not really on a big road like this. I think most places in Japan, people wouldn't cross on a red light. Even if there's no cars coming, they would wait. But here, it's kind of famous for Osaka people being a little thinking outside the box, outside the lines. All this for some Italian art, Renaissance art. Okay, the sunny side of the street. This guy doesn't run over us, or this guy. Why is this here? Who owns this? I don't think this is from the city. I think this is... I don't know what this is. All right, there he is. Ready to slay Goliath. It says David, 1504, born in, can't read it, Bethlehem, and lived from 1040 to 97. King of the second generation of the United Kingdom of Israel. What is the point? Sewa. Michelangelo Buonarroti. All right, the original David have this little tree behind it. I don't actually know that. I have an art degree from the University of Georgia, yet I do not know that. So this is the Sewa building. I don't really know what Sewa is. Maybe a real estate company or something? I don't know what it is. Here's something else. No sign. This must be David's wife. Are you still throwing rocks at the dead giant? You gonna come home soon? That's humor here at 8:30 in the morning. By the way, this is a public phone box. And of course, when I first came to Japan, it was 17 years ago, and these were around, and people would use them. And then cell phones were just starting to become a thing, so they fell into disuse. But about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was walking down the street, and I saw a high school student, like a girl wearing the high school uniform, inside one of those boxes, like on the phone, calling somebody. And every single high school student in Japan has their own phone, so I don't know what the situation was, but I was like, wow. Not only do you never see anybody using those things, but you certainly never see a young person do it. Okay, here we have a Domino's Pizza, and across the road, Pizza Hut. So this must be like America Town. The World 9 cheese. Ugh, God. I mean, sometimes this sort of thing is tasty. I'm glad I don't really eat like this anymore. It's not good for diabetes. I do not know Japan. Well, okay, they do have cheese up in the north of Japan. Dairy farms and stuff. Are these not the same? What's this one and this one? Look exactly the same to me. I smell a rat. I hear another dog. It's a pit bull. It's gonna eat my face off. Ooh, a Chinese restaurant. Chinese food in Japan is different than Chinese food in America. And both of them are different than actual Chinese food. Here in Japan, of course, it's a little more varied. It's not as heavy. Nothing could possibly be as heavy as Chinese food in America. Last time I was in America, I tried to eat Chinese food, and it was just, I couldn't do it. I don't think I'll ever do it again in America. Way too many carbs floating, literally floating in sweet and sour sauce. Let's get off this main road because it's too noisy and go to some back roads, or at least one block over. I also like to see how people decorate their houses. Like this is full of ivy and bushes and stuff. Guess that's a house. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell houses from little neighborhood businesses apart. This is like a little parking area for some of the buildings around here, but this is very common, these little planters. They don't have yards per se. Kind of like British people don't say yard, they say garden, which means the same thing, but it usually refers to something a little bit smaller than a yard in America. They say the Japanese word here for garden is niwa, which means the same thing. So when they say they have a niwa, they'll mean some tiny little thing like that, sometimes. The possibilities. The decoration, the colors on this place. The orange and green, that's pretty cool. I like that. A little character here. Some people have like little fish tanks outside, like several of them. Sort of like pets, but out in there, like right around their front door. No one seems like they're in the mood to suddenly stop what they're doing and talk to me about what the holiday is today. I'm gonna have to get more proactive about this. Just go up to somebody and say, hey, good morning to you, sir. These people have like some kind of citrus tree. Oh, this is nice. They have an upstairs too. Wow. Living the high life here in Tamatsukuri. This is the Tamatsukuri area of Osaka. Wonder what that little building is. A little storage shed beside the four space parking area. There's somebody who's a world mate. His world mate. World mate. Do not know. So it's a holiday, so a lot of these places might not be opening today. But a lot of businesses still open even though it's a holiday. Here's a park. There's got to be someone hanging around in the park feeding the pigeons and stuff. Maybe Tom Lehrer will be here. Oh, come on. There's nobody. I've never seen a park in the morning with nobody in it. Oh, there's a guy. Let's see if we can talk to this guy. Kawaii. Ohayou gozaimasu.
こんにちは。ミスターマル。ミスターマル。
Mr. Maru.
マル。
Mr. Maru.
はい。
かわいい。いいセーター。セーターじゃない。これは。
8歳です。
あ、はい。
8 years old.
8 years old.
Oh.
Very nice. Very cute. Happy. Happy dog.
今から大阪城。
あ、そうか。あ、すいません。今日はみんなお休みでしょ？
今日はホリデー。
ホリデー、何ホリデーですか？
今日はね、何やったかな、英語で忘れた文化の日。
文化の日、カルチャー。
カルチャーこその
文化の日。
文化の日。
今日は特別イベントありますか？だんじりか。
文化の日としてはないですけど。
ない。みんな。
これあれがあるみたいな。ヤング。
そう。
ヤングメニューの。なんだっけ、なんかテレビでやってましたね。あれが大阪城であると思います。
今？あとで昼。
決まってないけど、お昼。
いいよ。
大阪城は。many people。
ああ、そっか、そっか。ピクニック？
そう。
ピクニック。と、like花見と一緒？
そう。
あ、そっか。文化、それは日本の文化でしょ。
今日は安くホリデー。
私もお休みでもなんでわからない。仕事ははい明日はお休みでしょ。
どちらの方からですか？
アメリカ。
アメリカ。私の友達はイングリッシュ。
あ、そう。
頭の中アメリカユナイテッドステーツ。仕事で。
かっこいいかっこいい。
イメージにいます。
大阪城は楽しんでね。ミスターの。僕は散歩。ついに大阪城かな。
そうやね。今日はちょっとね足が痛いから。
そうか。
自転車乗ってくる。
ああ、よかったよかった。
早く帰ろう。友達このマルの友達が
ああ、そっか。会えます。ああ、よかったよかった。楽しみ。
ねね、ココ、それからすみれ、友達ねね。
ポピュラー。
そうですね。
ポピュラー人、この人。
はいはいはい。一応これロングコートチワワ。
うんうんう
ロン
ん。
グチワワ。
ああ、そっかそっか。すごいかっこいい。
ハンサ
さよなら、ハンサム、イケ、
お兄さん、友達。
イケメン。
この人は女の人が好きだ。
ああ、そっかそっか。
女性が好きなの。
あ
人間は全部大好き。人に吠えたこと上回らない。
あ、うんうんうん。
優しい。
うん。
な。
耳かわいいよ。さよなら。
今日友達来ないね、いつもの。ここの友達。
これは友達じゃないか。
これは私何歳に見えますか。お兄さん30？
ああ、48。
48、お若いね。僕60。あさって、
あ、そうか。
あさって5日の日に
うん
66。
誕生日？
はい。
あ、誕生日おめでとう。
ありがとう。
60何
66。
？66。あ、いいね。すごい。50歳に似てる。
まだ元気です。
そうよ。だから散歩だから一緒でしょ。
そうですね。
そうよ。
歩かないとね。
はい、ありがと
ありがとうね。大阪で丸大阪で。
う。Okay. Well, there's your answer. There's your answer. It is Culture Day here in Japan. And there are no technically super special events, I guess, like not festivals and stuff like that. But there is young people go to Ōsaka Castle apparently and have picnics and hang around and drink beer and stuff. Young people, like anybody, I guess, but he said young people. I bet it's actually most people. A nice little dog, Mr. Circle, Mr. Maru, I think is the name of the dog. Mr. Round, I don't know what that is. Speaking of round, look at this building. All round surfaces and plants at every level, bushes at every level. That's pretty cool. That's pretty hip. This guy wants to be seen, and it worked. He was seen. Another park. It's always little parks, and the parks all have like not grass. They all have dirt floors. What do you call it? Ground. When I first came here, I thought, well, this is a terrible. I would see a park like this and go, this is a terrible place for a park. Like it's right in the middle of the city. It's like all these like big trucks and big highways around and stuff. And there's no grass. What is this? This is terrible. Then I realized there's just no space. So it's nice that these exist at all. The fact that there's a big highway nearby is not really the point. It's just that there's lots and lots of these for kids to go play in. They're like growing grass is not really a thing outside America, I think. But that is something's afoot there. This will be me very, very soon. Because my back hurts sometimes too. Anyway, so it's nice that these little parks exist. Usually they're, old people feeding pigeons or eating. Sometimes I'll go to one of these parks and eat my lunch, Kids playing around. Pretty cool. And we're going to be at the castle soon. Very, very soon. We'll be able to see it soon. ICB Morinomiya building. What is the ICB building? It looks like various companies' offices. I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the cars here. This is it's called Chuo Odori. The Chuo, kind of the central highway, Chuo Highway. Just literally means big road. But when we cross this street, we'll be in the Ōsaka Castle Park. There's the JR line again. This is Morinomiya, the Morinomiya area. There's the train. That train is heading north towards Umeda, which is sort of the big hub in northern Osaka where the trains from everywhere stop. Kobe and Kyoto and Tokyo, everywhere else. They all go to Umeda. All right, we'll go take a peek. Oh, there's that guy again. I know that dog. That's Mr. Maru. Didn't get the guy's name. Anyway, there is Ōsaka Castle. And we can walk to it. It's not that far away, but we could walk down this like nice promenade here, which is where everybody else is walking, but I know a secret back way, which I will show you. This is sort of the main road, as you can see, but there's a secret little path that goes up, kind of puts you closer to the castle. And nobody knows about it on the planet but me and all the other people who will be using it. But it's not the main entrance. So it's a holiday, but I do see some people out like in suits and stuff. So some people are working. I guess lots of small family-owned businesses in Japan. They can all choose if they want to work or not today. Here on Culture Day. You would think on Culture Day that they would have like special kabuki performances or something, but yes, there are some homeless people here. They really keep to the shadows. I don't know if anybody's interested in doing anything about it. I don't really follow Osaka's politics or social issues very much, but they're around. This is not the back way, by the way. This is the back way to the back way. This path was actually built as a buffer, a sound buffer from the big road for people with cameras who are making YouTube videos. One assumes. Here we go. Now we're going to start the super secret path that only I know about. It's very short, goes up this hill, through the trees. Oh, somebody else is on it. Somebody's found it out. So I guess only me and some kind of jogging club. And that guy, he's not jogging though. That guy had the look, I don't know who he is, but he had the look of a taxi driver. Like he's a taxi driver who just got off his shift or just starting his shift or something. I don't know, maybe he's a company CEO, but he had the look. I used to deliver newspapers by car back in America, so I'm in the brotherhood of people driving around and delivering things and or people for a living, so I kind of pick up on the vibe. All right, I promise you we are closer to the castle. What's up with this cat? Dogs and cat. I don't know how to read that. All I know is it says something about dogs and cats. I guess. I don't know. Usually I would think it'd be about littering, but this is a very huge amount of money. If that's a fine for something in 5 years of something, maybe if you hurt dogs and cats, you know. I don't think they give you 5 years in jail for if your cat poos on the ground. Just so you know, I've got an Elton John song in my head, Tower of Babel. Snow, do cement. This closet's always stuffed. I sound exactly like Elton John, and I'm going to get a content match. Okay, we are closer to the castle technically, physically, but it's kind of a big walk around to actually get to it. On roads that I know well. I like this place. This is my favorite place in Osaka. The castle park. It would probably behoove me to stop and check my blood sugar. Woke up today, I had pizza last night. Had 8 slices and managed to, and 2 beers, managed to get through with no high blood sugar. It was fine before bed, it was fine when I woke up today, so I said, hey. And this morning I had coffee and a single donut for breakfast. But I knew I was going to be walking, so didn't take too much insulin, only took 2 units. Hoping to end up about 180 before this walk, but morning time is a time of unreliability for blood sugars. The period right after sleep really confuses the body. I could go on and on about it. But anyway, the point is I need to check my blood sugar. And I'm going to choose a nice place to do that. Oh, I know where I'm going to do it. There's these rock walls, or big rock steps up here. I'll go to the top of there like king of the castle and check it there. I need new shoes. I've had these shoes for a couple years. And I thought the style was pretty boss, but they're getting worn down. So as I say, I'm not anti-mask, certainly, but I'm getting sick of them. I'm not even getting sick of wearing them myself so much. I'm getting sick of not seeing other people's faces. It's doing me head in. It's doing me face in. Look at this tree. Now that's a tree. If you're gonna be a tree, be this one. Wow. Smooth and big and knows where its branches are going. My branches are twisting this way. Damn it. Cars generally are not allowed on this road, I think. Like the general public's not allowed, but you do see some going by sometimes. I always wonder who they are and what they're doing. And what makes them so special. There's the castle. All right, find me a place to check my blood sugar. All right, here we go. Did I deliver for you or did I deliver for you? Look at this. I think this wall was built just for people to go up and check their blood sugar on. One assumes. Okay. I haven't brought a little tripod thing so I could do this sort of thing on camera. Lucky you. And where is it? From a 100 yen shop, a little tripod thingy. I don't know if it's strong enough. Oh crap, it might not be strong enough. Don't fall, $500 camera. And here we go. Blood sugar does not, it should be after, like after all this walking, it should be kind of low, but I don't think it is. Which is good. I don't want it to be low. I want it to be slightly high because of all the walking. Although, as soon as I get to the castle, this video is over because I got to go back home because I want to be home by about 9:15 a.m. because that's when the World Series Game 6 is starting. Well, that is really hard to see. I can't even see this. All right, my battery died, but I have a backup power pack. I hear somebody playing saxophone, which you often hear here in Ōsaka Castle Park, people practicing their instruments. All right, anyway, back down the stairs. Actually, wait a minute, maybe go around the fun way. What's this? Maybe that fence doesn't want me to go around the fun way. Is that really blocking people, or can I get through? All right, fair enough. Go down here. When I say go down, I mean stumble down. Ooh, look at that. A headband, I think. That's pretty cool. I should steal that. Somebody forgot it. When you find something on the street that isn't yours, it's not like in America, you would just take it if you wanted it. Here, you kind of like, you put it where you found it, so if the owner comes back, they can see it, they can find it. That's pretty cool, though. I don't have use for it, but I wish I did. Well, I've never actually been on this little path before, this little tiny winding dirt path. So there you go. Something new for both of us. That's an attractive stump. I didn't know I had an opinion about stumps, but that's a nice one. You learn something every time you go out walking. I'm attracted to stumps. I don't mean attracted, but you know what I mean. It's a well-formed stump. Stop talking about the stump, Jeremy. Jesus. And I think it's only fitting that we go to the castle. We end this video at the castle, which is sort of the symbol of Ōsaka, as far as I'm concerned. And it's done here on Culture Day, a national holiday. If Ōsaka Castle is not Japanese culture, I don't know what is. Anime, I guess. Maybe Pikachu will be there. See, now this stump, it's okay, I've seen worse, but now that I'm a stump expert, don't bother me with that pedestrian stumpage. I'm impressed that these people are jogging around because I am not a jogger. My knees do not want me to be a jogger. I'm a biker. I like biking, cycling. So I dig seeing the city or seeing anywhere by bicycle. And these people jogging at all ages, young people and quite old people. Jogging around, I'm very impressed, very jealous in a way. Walking is still okay. One day my knees will explode and I won't even be walking. I'll just be a head rolling on the ground. Somebody has to kick me like a soccer ball. I'll just hire somebody to do that. Get my own stack of resumes. Find a cute young woman to kick me in the head. Ooh, the video has turned weird. Okay, focus. The Karahori, the dry moat. Encircling Homaru, the inner bailey, the inner moat is filled with water. Well, why is it called a dry moat? Karahori. From the east to the north, but from the south to west, there is no water. In the original Ōsaka Castle, built by Hideyoshi Toyotomi, the southern part of the inner moat was dry. Oh, you've already lost me. It has been also dry since the castle was reconstructed in 1624 during the Tokugawa shogunate. The reason for this remains unknown. Here's a little Japanese lesson for you. Kara. Kara means empty. And hori is the moat, the ditch, the canal thing. But anyway, kara is the same kara as in karaoke, karaoke, which means empty orchestra. And it's also the same kara as in karate, karate, which means empty hand, empty-handed combat. So now you know some Japanese, kara. I didn't get all that stuff what the sign said about the north, south, east, west being dry and wet and stuff, but I often do see water in here, but not right now. So that's what it looks like without water. It's pretty green. I don't know if I've ever seen it like that before. Did all that grow since the water was taken out? Or am I confused? There's so many moats. There's so many moats, like different moats around here that are not connected to one another. So if there's water in one, there won't be water in the other necessarily. I can almost swear I've seen water in here before. I think. What do I know? Okay, getting closer, getting closer. Another dog. These dogs now, when I'm walking around, are very cute. Everybody's out in the morning walking their dog on their leashes. But when I'm biking to work in the morning about this time and people are on the sidewalk with their dogs and the dogs are zipping this way and that, and I'm in danger of like smacking into the leash between them, it's pretty annoying. But now that that's not a problem, I think they're very cute. Okay, we turn this corner, we get to see the castle. Ooh, what's going on here? Screw the castle, these guys are singing. Let's go see what this is about. This is a new building they just built like 10 years ago. Let's see if they let me get close and listen. Hey! その歌は、詩吟って詩吟。詩吟。
poem. 吟 means singing.
Singing, 詩吟。
But Chinese style poem with Japanese melody.
Melody. Oh.
詩吟 with 詩吟.
For 文化の日。For 文化の日。
Oh, 毎日 every day.
毎日 every day.
Morning.
いいね、ありがとう。
Where from?
America.
America. Okay.
There's this sort of mutual disappointment that always happens when they learn I speak a bit of Japanese and I learn they speak a bit of English. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't get to practice my language. Or something like that. No. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, that was cool. What do you say? Shiki? Shi means poem. Ki is singing. Didn't know that. Okay. Kind of a haunting melody. Got into my bones. And all their voices mixed together. There you go, there's your castle. Ōsaka Joe. Ōsaka Castle on a lovely November day. and it's open. I'm not going up it. I don't have time for that right now. I've already been up it on another video. It's nice though. All right, I'll give you one last look over Ōsaka City. This is one of the few places in the city where you can actually get a view, sort of. Just other buildings, but I like the view. And this view is actually looking off to the west, so this is where the sun sets. So I did do another video where I watched the sunset from the place nearby here. Over there. I've done a bunch of videos here now that I think about it. But anyway, this is a really nice view at night because of the, let's go up. Because the, you know, after the sun sets, gets all midnight blue. Ta-da, midnight blue. And here you go. Put my little camera here. All right, there's your view. There's Ōsaka City. That's what Ōsaka City looks like in this area when you are, when it's a holiday and it's just waking up. All right, so we're going to end the video here. Thank you very much for walking along with me. I enjoyed this. This is a great way to spend a day off. It was worth getting up at almost 6:30 in the morning on my day off. Now let's see what time it is. It is 8:41. By the time I get home, the World Series will just be beginning. This is perfect. Maybe the Braves will beat the Astros and be the World Series champions. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time.
26年ぶり4回目のワールドシリーズ優勝。